My bad, my bad. PC didn't like something that was going on. So I had to restart. You get YouTube Studio and everything up and running again. Mismatch. So I don't have 144 hertz, so I just put it to 120. Just put it on VSync. Hopefully that fixes any issues. If it doesn't, I'll find something else to put here. That's everything. My brain lagging. I don't think it is, unless it didn't save my settings from last time. Didn't save my position on the screen, that's for sure. Not upgrading you again. Get rid of 2 strikes and a defend. Get different results. Fire breathing. No, just 1 since it wasn't a curse. Whenever you draw a status or curse card, deal 10 damage to all enemies. Let's see. In a different room layout, it is not. See, question marks seem the most fun. Here. It's not fatal damage, plated armor. At the end of turn, this gains 14 block. So the unblocked attack reduces plated armor by 1. What does this do? Is HP by 4. Good feed. Reaper. Worth that. One of these gotta go. Probably Carnage, since it's ethereal. Ash. Probably Twin Strike, deal 5 damage twice. Get at least a little bit of it. Power through at 2 wounds to your hand, gain 20 block. And I need a block. I wonder if that would have counted. Sword boomerang into the this carnage. Optimize the cleave. I want to fourth that. Power through to the bottom as well. It's going there eventually. Ear potion, apply 3 vulnerable. Sword boomerang, shockwave, apply 3 weak and vulnerable to all enemies. Flex, gain 4 strength at the end of this turn, lose 4 strength. Your card is exhausted, draw a card. I like flex. Got a lot of shit that hits twice. This path's got a rest, but that spot's got a mini boss. Do I have anything I want to upgrade? Badly. I guess Speed, Infernal Blade would be nice. Rampage maybe. That's a relic. A relic could be anything. War Paint upon pickup, upgrade 2 random skills. I got it anyways. Not punished. Defensive, this enemy intends to block on its turn. Barricade, block is not removed at the start of its turn. Artifact negates 3 debuffs. Okay, first things first. Get rid of Carnage. Fire breathing. Start 2 environments. I'm gonna upgrade all cards in your hand. Oh damn. Upgraded armaments is busted. I'll almost try to see if I can get more block. Cannot get more block. Infernal Blade, one will deal 2 damage 4 times. 10 times 2. I'm getting no block. This is what it means to be a jobber. Carnage, yeah. Can only play 1. Are you done for this? Get up first. Blood for blood costs 1 less for each time you lose HP this combat. Deal 18 damage. Gain 2 energy exhaust. That's just a free energy. I guess it costs a deck space and a draw 1 time. I have a few expensive cards, I think that's worth it. A long line of hooded figures can be seen entering an unassuming cathedral. Naturally, you join in line and you're quickly surrounded by cultists. They ignore you as they gleefully chant and wave their weapons around. Murder, 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 ka ka ka. You eye a donation box. Smash and grab, obtain 99 gold. Stay in line, obtain ritual dagger. Deal 15 damage. If fatal, permanently increase this card's damage by 3. Fuck it. I heal. Let's do this. That. Armaments, the dagger. I know this is a bad plan, but worth my ammo. Be not worth, I'm gonna die. So fights, rampage. Bashing time. Bashing time. One. Don't deal enough damage. Oh shit. Should have done this first. Well, I think I might be dead. Just a possibility. I didn't even unlock anything. Come on, game. A new character though. Daily climb. I think I'm good enough at the game to do that yet. The Silent. A deadly huntress from the Foglands eradicates foes with daggers and poisons. Ring of the Snake, at the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. Try that out. A whale. Greetings, I am Neo. Reach the bus to receive more blessings. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP or 7 max HP. If there's no enemy here or here, I can get an elite. I think either way that's better than just having 7 HP. So I'm gonna go middle. Energy potion, gain 2 energy. Reflex, unplayable. If this card is discarded from your hand, draw 2 cards. Outmaneuver. Next turn, gain 2 energy. Blindly, deal 8 damage. Next turn, gain an energy. Blindly seems okay. Okay, I don't get to fight the elite for free. Unlucky. Play dance, add 3 shifts to your hand, 0 mana, deal 4. Oh, that's 1 mana, deal 12. That seems good. Deal 9, draw 1 card, discard 1 card. Take the shivs. Sucker Punch, deal 7 damage, apply 1 week. Each combat with an additional energy. For the first time you lose HP each combat. Medical kit. That's 4 damage. If you discard a card this turn, gain 2 energy. Sadistic nature. Whenever you apply debuff to an enemy, they take 5 damage. Seems good if I could apply debuffs consistently. Take another Blade Dance. Deal 7 and apply 1 week. Take that too. As you come to a dead end and begin to turn around, walls slam down from the ceiling, trapping you. 3 faces materialize from the walls and speak. Forget what you know and I'll let you go. I require change to see a new space. If you want to pass me, then you must grow. Remove a card from your deck, transform a card in your deck, or upgrade a card in your deck. These get good upgraded. Damn it. 4 shivs. Play 1 more week. I could transform one of these. I do think upgrading Blade Dance is pretty good. I'll transform a defend. If that's good. Heal hook, deal 5 damage if the enemy was weak, gain 1 energy and draw 1 card. Escape plan, draw 1 card. If you draw a skill, gain 3 block. Alchemize, obtain a random potion, exhaust. Maybe return obtain up to 1 card. I don't know what that is, but it seems good. 2 question marks up this way. I'll take those. Among the stone and boulders, you notice an intricate large blue statue resembling a wing. Find gold spilling from its cracks. Maybe there's more inside. Pray, remove a card from your deck, lose 7 HP. Locked requires a card with 10 or more damage. I'll remove Strike. I'm gonna upgrade. Just Alchemize upgrade into 0 cost. Would be nice. I guess I should. There's no situation where I don't play Blade Dance, but I might not have enough mana to play Alchemize. Come across an inconspicuous pedestal with a shining gold idol sitting peacefully atop. Looks incredibly valuable. You sure don't see any traps nearby. Enemies drop 25% more gold. It's the first floor, that's a lot of gold. Do I want to take 17 damage, lose 5 max HP, get an injury? I'm taking the injury. Run, barely leap into a side passageway as the boulder rushes by. Unfortunately, it feels like you sprained something, however. Dreamcatcher, whenever you rest, you may add a card into your deck. Go here. Thievery. Looter steals 15 gold whenever it attacks, gonna deal 10 damage. I don't have a way to apply weak, unfortunately. Let me not take any damage. Alchemize Snecko Oil, draw 5 cards, randomize the cost of cards in your hand. Am I stupid? Did I waste energy? I don't remember. Deadly poison, apply 5 poison. Poison creatures lose HP at the start of each turn. Each turn poison is reduced by 1. Dodge and roll, gain 4 block. Next turn, gain 4 block. Apply 99 vulnerable. Vulnerable creatures take 50% more damage from attacks. That seems good for my shivs. Potion, power potion. Choose a random power. Let's neutralize you. So Viper up and Fury. Very much don't want to take damage. Let's see, 8 HP. Nice. Another Blade Dance. Definitely another Blade Dance. Italicize. Sleeping, this enemy is asleep. Italicize at the end of its turn gains 8 block. I'm assuming I can just like set up. Gain 2 intangible at the end of your turn, lose 1 dexterity. Whenever an attack deals unblocked damage, apply 1 poison. Whenever you attack, deal 3 damage back. The Venom seems nice. So potion, draw 3 cards. I assume it's not gonna wake up until I deal damage to it. I'm just gonna get all my setup. I'm just gonna get all my setup done. I have more setup cards in here, right? I don't. Something that can apply weak. Yeah, I think this is as good as it's gonna get. Yeah, 18 damage. Damage. Let's discard a shiv. Actually, I should have discarded Blade Dance. What am I thinking? Let's get another Sucker Punch on. I'm not gonna be able to block this fully, so I might as well get damage out. Am I willing to take 13? Just for 1 energy next turn? I'd rather save the HP. Let's do it next turn either way. So yeah, White Beast statue. Potions always appear in combat rewards. I'm overloading on potions, bro. I don't need it. 2 strength though. I think Swift Potion might not be great. Snack Oil might be nice. Balancing Flask. Apply 3 poison to a random enemy 3 times. Apply 2 weak, gain 11 block. 0 mana, gain 4 block. No thanks. That would be nice. That would be nice on a boss. Just apply 9 or 12 poison. Deflect. What I really need is that Venom card. I just realized I got that from a potion. Metamorphosis, shuffle 3 random attacks into your drop pile. They cost 0 this turn. Predator. Deal 15 damage. Next turn, draw 2 additional cards. costs too much. Cards until you have 6 in your hand. You attack, deal 3 damage back. Or use a potion, you have 5. That would've been cool. Or you add a power to your deck, upgrade it. I'll just remove this injury. Nice. Okay. Otherwise, I guess makes sense that it would do nothing. Your potion, apply 3 vulnerable. I don't think I need that. Calculated gamble, discard your hand and draw that many cards. Draw 3 cards, discard 1 card. Don't want any of those, unfortunately. What's the boss? I don't know what that is. I think I'm just gonna upgrade there or wait, dance. Terror being free is just good QOL. Enemy's intentions are unknown, not attacking. Well, I am. Should be using my potions. I used them last time. Alchemize Burst. Energy. Not defend. Dance. Just gonna do more damage than I can take currently. That was terrible. I think I do need to use one of these though. Yeah, I heal at the start of next floor anyways. Let me play dance. Defend and striking. Burn, okay. Wait, do they permanently change their cost? That was a bad idea. I shouldn't have pressed that button. D1 defend, just to not take damage. Heal hook. Never a doubt in my mind I would've won. Die, deals 13 damage to all enemies, exhaust. I think Envenom is just too good with my shivs right now. Philosopher's Stone, gain 1 energy at the start of your turn. All enemies start combat with 1 strength. Astrolabe again upon pickup. Obtain a curse and 3 relics. Is Philosopher's Stone or Calling Bell? Calling Bell could have Philosopher's Stone. I think. Let's see. Only starting combat with 1 strength doesn't seem that bad. Taking the bill. Curse of the Bill cannot be removed from your deck, unplayable. And every 3 turns gain 1 energy. Every 3 times you shuffle your draw pile, gain 2 energy. Whenever you discard a card during your turn, gain 3 block. Decent. I think that's actually good with some of her cards. She discards a lot. 3 question marks. Wanna go here? Let's see. That's my path. Terror, Reactive Venom. Yes, Exhaust doesn't count as discarding. Let me... I gotta play dance. Unfortunate. 12 damage. Not as much as I can. Got an extra energy this turn. I'll take 10. Do that. Alchemize, Flex Potion, gain 5 strength, lose 5. That's 12 damage. 12 damage is 12 damage. I'll weaken it a little bit, but... Can I kill it this turn? I don't think so. Looking for nothing. Let's take him out. X Potion, gain 2 dexterity. Sneaky Strike, deal 12 damage if you have discarded cards this turn, gain 2 energy. What's this upgrade into? Nah, I'm not into any of those. Let me start this Venom up. Let's cancel block. I'll play dance for sure. One of these birds out of commission. I guess go for the knee. Alchemize. That's 6 poison. What can you... Fang and Strike. This regen is doing nothing. Done that from the start. Let's kill one of these birds. I guess I can't kill one of the birds. Okay, now the bird's dead. A lot more difficult than it should have been. 4-plated armor. It's probably better than this. Poison stab, deal 8 damage, apply 4 poison. Nope. Deal 12 damage whenever you play this card, the enemy loses 3 HP. Or whenever you play a card this turn, Poison stab doesn't seem that bad. It's like... it's a lot of damage. I want the shop. I've got a good bit of gold. It'll tolls, deal 3 damage 5 times, deal 7 damage, apply 1 week. Okay. Each combat, apply 4 poison to all enemies. Nothing great. Tools of the trade, no. Melting flask is okay. I think I want the funnel. I'm liking poison. Deal 3 damage 5 times. Does that upgrade to with 4 damage 5 times? Try and pivot into poison. I like poison. I don't want to lose my 9 gold. I'm fine though. I'm probably gonna relic for it. Minus 2 decks. Unfortunate. I'll do this. This. Take that, just those 3 vulnerable. Just isn't a great play. Definitely thought that was dead there. Could have been if I played a flex potion. Unfortunate. Not thinking enough. And that. I'm gonna hope that goes on there. It's indeed. Got it. Unfortunate. Duplication potion. This turn, your next card is played twice. Advance at the start of each combat, apply 1 week to all enemies. That's nice. Start that. Melting flask, dagger spray. Doubtful. Deal 4 damage to all enemies twice. That seems good. I'm gonna do it. My deck is getting overloaded, but... see, 5 apparition, lose 35 max HP. Gain 1 intangible, exhaust. As you continue your ascent, thick black smoke begins to billow out of the ground and walls around you, coalescing into 3 masked forms that start to speak. Another puppet of Meow, I think. Agreed. She always makes the funnest toys. You notice an oversized grin as the third addresses you. Ignore the others. Would you like a taste of our power? What's intangible? Let me see the card. I'm assuming intangible is like... I don't know. I assume you just don't take damage for a turn if you use that. I'm already low ass HP anyways. As the ghostly shape speaks, you notice its large mouth opening wider and wider. Thick black smoke spews forth and envelops the room. You cannot see or breathe. Just before you lose consciousness, the sensation stops. Whatever those things were, they're gone now. You continue on, feeling rather hollow. Reduce all damage taken and HP lost to 1. Oh. It's not 0. Not great. Not great at all. I think the path I wanted to take was this way, right? Yeah. I mean, well, they're not gonna attack this turn, but it's gonna exhaust if I don't use it. I'm doing Venom and then Dagger Sphere. Ritual is unlucky. Should I just work on one? Is that a good plan? I should have blocked. Forgot I only had 1 mana. I won't make that same mistake again, bro. Your potion, don't need it. Masterful Stab Plus. Plus 1 additional energy for each time you lose HP this combat, deals 16 damage. Not into it. Healer. I think I'd do this just because. Some poison going. Duplication potion. On the bouncing class, maybe. Let's do that. Reflect a little bit. Pray. Oh, I suck at this game. Couldn't just kill them. Liquid memories. Choose a card in your discard pile and return it to your hand. It costs 0 this turn. After image, whenever you play a card, gain 1 block. For sure. Relay damage for each attack played this turn. After image seems okay. Resting for sure. Skewer. Lure. King 5 block. Block is not removed at the start of your next turn. A distraction. Take distraction. Seems like they've got a lot of good skills. Letter opener. Every time you play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage. Can't remove a card. None of these seem good. Sadistic nature would have been good. Unlucky. Walk by an eerie statue holding several masks. Something behind you softly whispers, "Stop." You swerve around to face the statue, which is now facing you. On closer inspection, it's not a statue, but a statuesque gaunt man. Is he even breathing? Face, let me touch, maybe trade. There's 3 HP against 75 gold, or trade for 50% good face, 50% bad face. Okay, trade. Start each combat with 1 week. Come on. For me? Oh yes, yes. You see one of his arms flicker and your face is in its hand. Your face has been swapped. Nice face, nice face. 1 week is gonna suck. Yeah, perdition going. Deflect. So dagger swing. Dance. This gets a lot of plated armor going. I think that's more valuable. Tangible, okay. Alchemize. I think liquid memories might not be the best one. Burning Forge, upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of the combat. That's nice. Remember to keep 1 block. Looks like that first. Unfortunate. Block potion gains 12 block. But that's probably better than the flex potion. Prepared plus, draw 2, discard 2. Yeah, why not? We have block for discarding cards anyways. Don't have him kind of look right. Yeah. Another blessing of the forge. Poison stab, sucker punch, dagger spray. Dagger spray is nice. In an abandoned temple, you find a giant book open, riddled with cryptic writings. As you try to interpret the elaborate script, it begins to shift and morph to writing you are familiar with. The book seems to be about an ancient named Miao. This piques your interest, but you have a general feeling of malaise. I'm gonna die to a book? Okay, yeah. It's not fair. At least I got a new unlock. Character was nice. The defect. Combat automaton, which became self-aware. Ancient technology allows the manipulation of orbs. Cracked core at the start of each combat, channel 1 lightning. Act 1 Exordium. Greetings, at least confront the first boss. Enemies in your next 3 combats, it's the same stuff. Is there any chance I can one-shot an elite? No, there isn't. There's not even many question marks on this. This here or here. But either way. Lightning passive at the end of each turn, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Evoke, deal 8 damage to a random enemy. Evoke your next orb twice. So evoking gets rid of the orb. Loop at the start of your turn, trigger the passive ability of your next orb. Go for the eyes, deal 3 damage. If the enemy intends to attack, apply 1 weak. Beam Cell, deal 3 damage, apply 1 vulnerable. Go for loop. It seems decent. Entropic Brew. Fill all your empty potion slots with random potions. Storm. Whenever you play a power card, channel 1 lightning. All lightning deals 7 damage, channel 1 lightning. Chill, channel 1 frost for each enemy in combat. Exhaust. Frost gains block. Storm seems cool. With 10 damage to all enemies. Cool-headed, channel 1 frost, draw 1 card. Okay. Ominous Forge. You duck into a small hut. Inside you find what appears to be a forge. The smithing tools are covered with dust, but a fire roars inside the furnace. You feel on edge. Forge. Upgrade a card in your deck. Rummage. Obtain a special relic. Become Cursed Pain. Warp Tongs. At the start of your turn, upgrade a random card in your hand for the rest of combat. You get Pain, unplayable while in hand, lose 1 HP whenever you play another card. I'm taking the relic. You decide to see if you can find anything of use. After uncovering tarps, looking through boxes, and unchecking nooks and crannies, you find a dust-covered relic. Taking the relic, you can't shake a sudden feeling of sharp pain as you exit the hut. Maybe you disturb some sort of spirit. Not punished. So get Storm up. Hold it up. Test. Enough. Hit, damage. Oh, the pain. Focus potion gains to focus. What's focus? Focus increases the effectiveness of channeled orbs. Claw deal 3 damage, increase the damage of all claw cards by 2 this combat. Consume, gain 2 focus, lose 1 orb slot. Like claw. How flat it goes my deck right now. I might have to pivot to claw build. Spinning claw deal 5. Storm is innate. Start each combat with that in hand. Loop. Loop is nice. Loop cast to 0, zap to 0. I'll upgrade loop. Seems good for right now. Decent. Unlucky. Just defend them. Unlucky again. Creative AI. At the start of your turn, put a random power card to your hand. Auto shields if you have no block and 11 block. Darkness, channel 1 dark. Increases damage every turn. When evoked, deals damage to the enemy with the least HP. Taking creative AI. Genetic algorithm, gain 1 block, permanently increases this card block by 2. Sweeping beam. Deal 6 to all enemies, upgrade all of your cards for the rest of combat. That's like upgrading every card. Genetic algorithm or apotheosis? I think it's apotheosis. These all get 2 question marks. Go middle. On skills, start each combat with 3 thorns. Seems cool. Fortunately, apotheosis right now doesn't seem very great. Oh, it does make sap free. I could just strike. Storm. Storm will be good later. Maybe. Oh shit. Forgot it costs 0 mana. Darkness, recursion, cool head. Poke your next orb, channel the orb that was just evoked. Not getting any claws, unfortunately. goes through armor. Unfortunate. Didn't notice that. Atheosis, go. Good, go. Sand, Vortex. 3 weeks. Get another claw. I think I don't want to go there. There's a question mark. Can't flip going. Damn it, I gotta start killing shit. Preferably not the middle one game. Now the storm's over. Okay, don't pivot first floor. I'm gonna try an ironclad run again. Remove a card from your deck, max HP plus 8. Use all gold to transform 2 cards. Retain a random boss relic. Instead of burning wood, take the boss relic. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer rest at rest states. I don't do that anyways. 3, 4, 3. I think like that is best. Like that. Yeah. Oops. Bash. As much armor up as I can. Second land, exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand, gain 5 block for each card exhausted. Gain 12 block. 2, wait, for 2. Whatever, it's an oh shit card. Buy a potion. No. Glove fist collides with your face, nearly knocking you off of your feet. Get out of here before I litter the floor with your guts. Take a word and exit with your guts safely in your body. Clothesline, pummel, war cry. Infernal blade, feel no pain. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 3 block. Mayhem, at the start of your turn, draw the top card of your draw pile. Play the top card. Or I could remove something bad. Deal 12 damage, apply 2 weak. Cost too much. Ammo. Take Infernal Blade, actually. Thunderclap. Should be dead now. Clash can only be played if each card in your hand is an attack. Italicize, reflex. Don't really have a build right now. I think I'll take Metallicize. Just get blocked whenever. Apotheosis would have been good. True Grit. Reckless Charge. So deal 7 damage, shuffle Dazed into your draw pile. Rampage. Rage. can get trooper. Not worth. I'll do that. Yes. Defend. That's how it says. Just block as much as possible since I can't rest. Should be dead now. No potions to use. That's what I can do for now. One of them is probably. This happy flowers, cool. Listen, forge and flame. Gain 2 strength, just gain 2 strength. Cleave, 8 damage to all enemies. Flame seems nice. That's a lot of cards. Is that 2? Gain 3 strength, plus 0. Gain 4 block. Upgrade. Infernal Blade. Actually, I should have. I'm getting a lot of mana. Should have gone for the other one. Heal 20. Become Cursed Parasite. Unplayable if transformed or removed from deck. Lose 3 max HP. Anger the mushrooms. I'll do that. I'll do this. This seems like a difficult combat. Whirlwind. Yes. Odd Mushroom. When vulnerable, take 25% more attack damage rather than 50%. Not great. Fool, we will choose an attack or power card and a copy of that into your hand. Rupture, whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 1 strength. I could dual wield the Inflame. Does that go to 0? Get 2 copies. I could dual wield the Inflame or whatever comes out of Infernal Blade. Yeah, strength seems okay. I'll go for this. Get 2 random skills, defend and dual wield. I don't think I like this guy. I'll dual wield the strike right now since I'd bleed mana without it. Enrage, whenever you play a skill gains 2 strength. I just won't play a skill then. I guess I have to play a skill. Input, dealing weapon damage, put a card from your discard pile, top and drop down. Let's go to wield. Doesn't matter. Regal Pillow, I can't rest. Elixir, exhaust any number of cards in your hand. Why would I want to do that? Shockwave, apply 3 weak and vulnerable to all enemies. 6 damage. Have any other strikes? Don't have any other strikes. Shockwave. That's too much. Almost strike it is. So this is what I wanted to do. One has to wait for next turn. Let's actually get this going. As much healing out of it as possible. Looks like that's as good as it's gonna get. Ancient Potion, gain 1 artifact. Intimidate, apply 1 weak to all enemies. Twin Strike, since I've got a little strength. Fall into a puddle, it's made of slime goop. Frantically, claw yourself out over several minutes as you feel the goop starting to burn. You feel goop in your ears, goop in your nose, goop everywhere. Climbing out, you notice that some of your gold is missing. Looking back into the puddle, you see missing coins combined with gold from unfortunate adventurers mixed together in the puddle. I don't need the gold, I can't feel like that. Oh, the same thing as last time. Upgrade, transformer, remove. Upgrade and flame. Transform on the worst cards. Upgrade and flame. Slime. Oh shit, right, that cost 0. Normal strike, twin strike. Let's see, flags and clash. Flexing. Flex goes up to 4. I think I'll get flex up. Fortunate. Strategic and apply a negative effect. Infernal Bleed. Wonderful. No intentions. It's a lot of damage. Fortunately, couldn't block that, so I had to split early. Flex bash. Have to bash at least one of them. Let's do more damage. Unfortunate. I'm gonna heal, please. Gambler's Brew. Juggernaut, whenever you block, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. Corruption or offering, lose 6 HP, gain 2 energy, draw 3 cards. Skills cost 0, whenever you play a skill, exhaust it. Juggernaut. Juggernaut seems like the only good play. Even though I don't have that much. Start of your turn, draw 2 additional cards, start each combat confused. Whenever you draw a card, randomize its cost. Tiny House. On pickup, gain 1 potion, gain 50 gold, max HP by 5, obtain 1 card, upgrade 1 random card. On a pyramid, at the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. I'll go with Tiny House. Oh, it upgrades a random card. It gives me a random card. Don't know. Explosion. With the exhaust one. Iron Wave, Body Slam, or Dark Embrace. Take Iron Wave. Enough that I'm gonna just get rid of all these strikes. Unfortunate. Anger, deal 9 damage at a copy of this card to discard more. Did I use a flex potion? Not attack. I'm so bad at this game. Entrench, double your block. 3 HP, gain 3 energy. That would be good if block was permanent. Draw 3 cards, you cannot draw additional cards this turn. I'll take that. Thieves. that. Fortunately, I think at least one's gonna get away. Gain 5 and exhaust your hand, deal 10 damage for each card exhausted. Unfortunate. Headbutt, another dual wield. I think 2 dual wields might be too many. Even with 5 mana. I'm not making that shit. Especially not when I can't heal. What's this? No draw, but yeah. Normal strike, I can't draw, but it's damage. Jesus, these are awful. It's a buff at least. Snecko buffed me. Thank you, Snecko. Rage, body slam, war cry. No thanks. Ice cream. Energy is now conserved between turns. That's good. Smooth up. 4 cards. And 7, deal 7. Got 2 cards. I think it's Flame Barrier or Pommel Strike. I think Flame Barrier is better. Battle Trance kind of diminishes Pommel Strike's value a little bit. And I go here. What are you? Malleable upon receiving attack damage gains 3 block. Blockade increases as malleable is triggered. I would appreciate some block. I need demon form, that's what I need. But not currently. Juggernaut up. Pray I don't die this time. I'm getting shitted on. Am I dead? I don't think I'm dead. Almost dead. Yeah. It's 12 block. Never even had a doubt. Leave. Cell size. It's enough. Thunder's Cultist has gotta go. gotta wheel that. I need to get rid of this dude somehow. Oh, game's over. I was dead either way, unfortunately. Unlocks. Double your strength exhaust. That would've been good. Enemy intends to attack, gain 3 strength. Go 14 strength effects, discard 3 times. Why isn't this stuff unlocked from the start? Man, I did at least one win. One sec, I gotta get a drink. Oh, go for the question marks, like always. Need to block. I am bad at the game. Infinite blades at the start of your turn add a shift to your hand. Of course I'm taking that. A strange blue humanoid with a golden helm approaches you with a huge smile. Hello friend, I am Cleric. Are you interested in my services? The creature shouts loudly. Do you remove a card or heal? Roll, remove. Or move and defend. Cold blue flame envelops your body and dissipates. The creature grins. Cleric talented. Have a good day. This again. Remove a card for 7 HP. Get rid of a strike then. Someone once told you of a cult that worshipped a giant bird. As you kneel in prayer, you begin to feel lightheaded. Wake up sometime later, feeling strangely fleet of foot. This again. don't think I have anything to upgrade actually. Oh, I should have just pressed the deck button. You do more damage, too weak. Any damage below 5 isn't enough. Go Infinite Blade just because it's really good right now. I should have transformed or removed, unfortunate. Shining Light. You find a shimmering mass of light encompassing the center of the room. Its warm glow and enchanting patterns invite you in. Upgrade 2 random cards. Those 2 random cards are just no strikes or defense. But it could be the Survivor Neutralize. Worth it. Infinite Blades. I'll take 1 damage. I'll take a bit of damage. Kill that. Start killing you. Decent. Two ships do again. I'm increasing it by 1. It'd be nice if I get weakened or something. Ice cream. Expertise, draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. Slice. Flame me. Light damage, next turn gain 1 energy. I'm good on those. I'll go here or here. This one has an extra campfire. It's actually got quite a few. But I'd have to fight an elite right away. It's fine. Blades going. It's even worth doing. I'll get 12. Nice. Blaze. Enemy loses X strength, apply X weak. Sneaky strike. Master stab. Blaze seems pretty nice. True. Start each combat with 1 strength. Who's that? little bit unfortunate. Power potion, quick slash, delayed damage from one card. Backflip, then 5 block, draw 2. Quick slash. Sleeping. I just spam end turn and then laze it for a shit ton. Looks like it's gonna wake up on its own. I think so. I should have keep. No, I shouldn't use that. Easy. Lizard Tail, when he would die, healed 50% of the max HP instead. Works once. Bullet time, you cannot draw additional cards this turn. Reduce the cost of all cards in your hand to 0 this turn. Seems okay. I have enough gold that checking this is viable. Metamorphosis, shuffle 3 random attacks into your drop pile that cost 0 this combat. Sundial with Dolly's Mirror. And pick up and obtain an additional copy of the card in your deck. Start each combat with 10 block. I'm gonna remove the defend. I'm used to lose 6 strength this turn, getting 2 decks. Take the decks. 209, draw 1, discard 1. Dagger Spire is nice too. I'll do that. Rated Malaise is nice. Rated Bullet Time seems worthless. It works nice. Dagger Spray's okay. I'll go with Malaise. It's anytime -1 strength is pretty nice. Dagger Throw, Deflect, Quick Slash. Won't take any of those. I'll rest since it's the boss next. That's Slime. What? Can't do this. It's quite a bit of damage. Fumes will make plans. After image. Just fumes, maybe. Okay. I need to get that down to 70. I don't think I'd be able to. With what's in my deck. So I think I just gotta block as much as possible. If his blade's fine. Don't need to defend, let's save the mana. Bullet time. Shouldn't have shivved, but it's whatever. Eat 16 here. Gotta start getting rid of this stuff. What time again? A little scary. One time 1,000 cuts. Whenever you play a card, deal 1 damage to all enemies. 2 damage from Venom. Venom's good too. I want both of these. I think 1,000 cuts might be better. In an energy at the start of your turn, you can no longer gain gold. Gain an energy at the start of your turn. Whenever you open a non-boss chest, gain a curse. I like gold. Use gold to get rid of curses. Two, three, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. I think this is the most question marks. Always would do nothing. Bullet time. I don't think that's worth. The card's gonna be worthless anyways, as well. Gain 2 decks. If I didn't discard that shiv last turn, I would have died. Potion, Blade Dance, that's what I wanted. Shivs are the best. Do that. These attacking birds down. What time? 1,000 cuts. Late dance. Slash. Fire potion. Not 3 vulnerable. That's better than Gambler's Brew. Tactician, if this card is discarded from your hand, gain 1 energy. I don't think I like any of those. Load my deck. Choose one of 20 cards to add to your deck, or heal. You come across an ornate building which appears abandoned. A plaque that has been torn free from a wall is on the floor. It reads the library. Inside you find countless rows of scrolls, manuscripts, and books. Pick one and cozy yourself into a chair for some quiet time. 20 is a lot. Die. Terror. Another infinite blades or blade dance. Die seems pretty good. Sort of blade dance and terror. I think blade dance has more value. The story takes place in a giant isolated building underground as the outside conditions have become unbearable. The novel is mired with conspiracies, propaganda, and injustice. We ponder if similar dynamics are at play within the Spire. Unsettling. Massive Cats, Infinite Blades. Strike. I'll take the cultist down as fast as possible. Suffer. I wanna. Just a little HP there from me. Like acrobatics. No thanks. Random shop, secret weapon. Put an attack from your draw pile into your hand. Skill, right? Yeah, don't want it. Whenever you play a power attack and skill and save turn, remove all your debuffs. Withhold, mess strike. Let me remove. Let me defend. Middle with holes is actually pretty nice. Take that. Just cause it's got a shit ton more damage because of my items. Let's do this. It's taking a lot of damage, unfortunately. Not too enough. After that. I'll do this. It's entangled, you cannot play attacks this turn. Damage. Whenever you climb a floor and gain 12 gold, no longer works when you spend any gold at a shop. With goals, noxious fumes. Noxious fumes would be nice if it was 0 mana. I think I'll take it anyways. Yeah. Is there a way to make this a meat? I need that. I think I'm just gonna spend this turn releasing. Alright. I'm not invincible. Distilled Chaos. Play the top 3 cards of your draw pile. And Phantom is good. Let's put it out. Is there a lead on the path? There it is. I should rest. Just in case. Okay. Beast Pipe. You can now remove cards from your deck at rest sites. If at the end of your turn, lose HP equals to the number of cards in your hand. Time. Malaise. Neutralize you. Damn. That's a lot of damage. I'm just gonna drink this. Noxious Fumes plus another Blade Dance. Book of Stabbing, that's a lot of damage. A lot of unblocked damage that I can't block. As a dumb person, and I just love losing. I would have killed it. Why am I so bad at this game? Meal ticket. Potion. Oh, there it is. Decent. But I think I have to reach that. Actually, I would have gone to either way. But it could have been an elite in there. I'll heal instead of avoiding the curse. Because it's scary. Bullet time. Unfortunate. Annoying. Gonna have to heal him. This is even worse. Save. Only slightly saved. It's okay. I should have done this first. Workout over, dealt with it. Yeah. Onto the champ. Strategic. Nice little prep thing. Plus strength and team damage. Wait until I have Venom. How easy. Tries, advance, advance. Line attack. Sure. That's a good time to invent him. quick slash before that. Keep on it now. A final stroke. I don't think I can beat him. Unfortunate. So close. So far. Wait, right. Wizard tail. I'm still dead. Block that. Doppelganger next turn, draw X cards, gain X mana, X lost. Nightmare, choose a card, next turn add 3 copies of the card into your hand. Unload, deal 14 damage, discards all non-attack cards in your hand. These all aren't great. Guess that's the best there. So Zui can no longer obtain potions, transform 3 cards and upgrade them. Gain mana at the start of your turn, all enemies start combat with 1 strength. Can't do that. Lifelink. This enemy intends to block on its turn. Lifelink if other enemies are still alive, it lives in 2 turns. At 50% HP. Unfortunate. Losing review. Bad fight. Before you lies an elaborate shrine to a forgotten spirit. Transform the card. Fortunately, transforming doesn't make it not a curse. Transformer strike. Okay. Spire. I'm definitely losing this floor. What I'm doing. Yeah. Thank you. Oops, explosion. Place 6 poison when the enemy dies, deal damage equal to its max HP to all enemies. Catalyst, double the enemy's poison exhaust. Bane, deal 7 damage if the enemy has poison, deal 7 damage again with a second. Hey, my bad, someone was at the door. Guess I can try one last run. Noblesse Relic, transform. 2 rampages and a dual wheel. Seems strong. Fortunately, I've been weakened. I just killed one. I don't know why I did. Not sure what crime Metallus is. Metallus is this. As you walk into the room, you hear a gurgling and the grinding of metals. Before you was a slime-like creature that ate too much scrap for its own good. In the center of the creature, you see glints of strange light. Perhaps something magical? It looks like you can get some treasure if you just reach inside its opening. However, the acid and sharp objects may hurt. Give me the relic. And run it out through success. After rummaging through the metal and burning acid, finally grab hold of a relic and yank it out. You pull your way out of the ooze. Damage but rewarded. shouldn't have gotten rid of all my fucking... blocks. This is gonna be a short one. Perfected Strike, Heavy Blade, and Twin Strike. Heavy Blade seems nice, but I don't have any strength cards right now. I'll take it and try to force one. Transform a strike. Is that impervious? Decent. You come upon a dapper looking cheery goblin. It's time to spin the wheel. Are you ready? Of course you are. Let's play. What do these mean? Money, damage, remove a card, gain a curse, heal, chest. Okay, I'm getting stabbed. Uh-oh, you lose. You spot him readying to shiv. It's 8. You slash at the crazy gremlin, but he's simply too quick. He gets you a few times with a crude shiv. The price has been paid, and with that, both the gremlin and its wheel disappear in a puff of smoke. Not fun. Dash, rampage. To defend. Previous kind of soon, but how to use it now. Damage. That was not clicks. Damn it. I'm losing to myself. Sword Boomerang's good with the strength build. Bottle Tornado. Upon pickup, choose a power card. Start each combat with that card in your hand. I only have one power card. I don't know if I want it in my hand. Fine. Let's go impervious. Tensors. The wizard's gonna do a shit ton of damage eventually. Eventually meaning that one. Now meaning I'm going to die. Good run. I'm gonna win. I swear. If I have ungodly luck, I can do that. My luck hasn't been that great though. Headbutt, Pommel Strike, second win. Pommel Strike is nice. And of course, first question mark. Searing Blow deals 12, can be upgraded any number of times. Let's take another Pommel Strike. It's not even close. Power Strike. Power Potion, True Crit, Battle Trance, or Heavy Blade. I'll go with Battle Trance. The Serpent. You walk into a room to find a large hole in the ground. As you approach the hole, an enormous serpent creature appears from within. Oh, hello, hello. What have we got here? Hello, adventurer. I ask a simple question. The most fulfilling of lives is that in which you can buy anything. Do you agree? There's a shop here. Yeah, there's a shop no matter what path I take. A playable item turn, gain 1 week. Fine with that. Yes, this will all be worth it. The serpent rears its head and blasts a stream of gold upwards. It is amazing and terrifying simultaneously. You gather all the gold, thank the snake, and get going. You duck into a small hut. Pain kind of killed me before. I think I'd rather just upgrade one thing. Upgrade the Pommel Strike. You decide to put the forge to use and clang, 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 improve your arsenal. Upgrade the other Pommel Strike. A lot of slimes. Did any of these quite... well, one did, obviously. Only get rid of one. Let's do this, just to get rid of this shit faster. There's 9. There's 4 of them. Any 0 costs? I do not. Not worth using. Let's 10. Flex, clash, headbutt, flex. Take this shot. Nash. It's 5 cards in a single turn. Horncleat at the start of your second turn, gain 14 block. At the start of your turn, lose 15 block rather than all your block. Awful. Raise your max HP by 7 and kill all your HP. I don't think I like any of those. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Whetstone upon pickup, upgrade 2 random attacks. Strikes. Burst. Could have been bash. The full block, but don't care anymore. Just a rat. Oh, and I still have Burning Blood. Anger Clash, Warcry, not great. Hexa. Defense. There's no mage this time. Trick you. Trick you, I guess. I'll get rid of the weakener. Take 1 extra damage for that. Eight. Not enough. Potion, another flex. I'm gonna start to need some enablers. The Kremlin is madly shuffling cards on the table. The monster seems to be a harmless one. Death cards. Fatality. There's still non-attack cards in your hand. Deal 16 damage. Your turn was 1 HP, something. Dash, traumatic entrance. Made deal 8 damage to all enemies. I'll take it. Just 1 HP and draw 1 card, not worth it. Gosh, this free. Seeing red and flame, not sure. Flame up. I'm gonna kill them both. In a bottle, when he would die, heal with 30% of your max HP instead and discard this potion. How many strikes do I have? Quite a few. This upgrade 2 deals 3 additional. I'm gonna upgrade the flex. Oh, there is one that makes you not lose block. It's pretty good. It's probably the best one here. Fortunately. Try to come out first. I don't know what I'm holding. Honestly, I think I'm just dog shit at this game. I'll just believe in my ability to heal next floor. Double tap. This turn, your next attack is played twice. Bludgeon, deal 32 damage. Or Reaper. Next two attacks are played twice. You have to take double tap. It's good with strike 2. Double the effectiveness of potions. You can no longer gain gold. No longer rest. Big dripper. Three, 5, 6. Depends on if I want the shop or not. I kind of do want the shop since I got so much gold. Infernal Blades with Boomerang. Trinket. Infernal Blade is kind of free. Bush, Shrug It Off, Feed, Iron Wave, Panache, and Blind. Colorless cards and cards from other colors start each combat with an additional energy. I think that's just for the first turn, the way that's worded. Thing I want to get rid of a defend. Nothing else I really want, unfortunate. I can't get a... I guess I can't get a fucking flex. Oh, that costs 1. I'm so good at this game. Damn, that's annoying. I got 2 extra lives. Forgotten Altar. In front of you sits an altar to a forgotten god. Atop the altar sits an ornate female statue with arms outstretched. She calls out to you, demanding sacrifice. I have a golden idol. 5 max HP, lose 20 HP, decay. You stand on the altar and cut your wrist as the blood spills out and sacrifice the arms of the statue. Reach out, close around your eyes, everything goes dark. You wake up a short time later feeling a new potential surging from you. Okay. Why do I keep getting chemokinesis? Fuck off with that. Inflamed out of trance. 6. thought it would go on the extremely unfortunate. New information. Had it downloaded now. It's in my brain. Could have used sword boomerang and strike actually, that probably would have done more damage. I'm gonna take damage for it. Heavy blade, that's an enabler. Can only upgrade at rest sites now, so not really worth it. Not reading you. Vulnerable waste. What am I doing? 2, 4, 3. Three math flags. God, these are awful. Silver soul. Armaments. Like that one. I think that's random. I should do this first. 50. Not easy. Yeah, I kinda wanna use both of these. Battle trance first. Actually, no, I don't want to use both of them. That'd be stupid. Double tap the combo strike here. Oh, I thought that would kill. That's because it's not upgraded. I'm gonna need that. Thunderclap, cleave. We have cleave, right? Don't have cleave, I have thunderclap. Thunderclap is good. Boot. Boot's worse on this character. An old beggar cloaked in fur reaches his hands out towards you as you pass. Spare some coin. 75 gold to remove a card. The beggar takes off its cloak to reveal that he is cleric, or a kind soul. Receive my purification, he screams. Unsure if he is grateful or mad. Okay, another defend. Okay. Flex, do thunderclap. Almost striking. Fortunately, I'm gonna double tap dramatic entrance. Maybe should have just heavy bladed, but brain not worky. Traffic flex start. I think that's too many flexes already. Mausoleum. Entering through a series of tombs, you are faced with a large sarcophagus studded with gems in the center of a circular room. You cannot make out the writing on the coffin, however, You do notice black fog seeping out from the sides. Obtain a relic, 50% chance to become cursed. Thrive. Become bag of prep at the start of each combat, draw 2 additional cards. Push open the coffin, the fog dissipates harmlessly. Inside you find the mortal remains of a decorated soldier grasping an old relic. You pilfer it and move on. Button. Super technique. Nothing great. Incense burner, every 6 turns gain 1 intangible. For every 5 cards in your deck, heal 3 whenever you rest. Whenever you enter a rest site. How many cards do I have? 22. Oh. X of your X cards are increased. I don't have any of those. Runaway Madness. Searing Blade, War Cry, Metallicized, nothing I want. Actually, shrug it off, it's decent. Thwack, you were knocked unconscious. Groggy and with a throbbing headache, you awaken to find yourself thrown in the center of a massive stadium with an overflowing audience of slavers, cultists, and other denizens of the city. An armored giant with a golden crown bellows at you from atop. We now begin the 4200th combat. The gate on the opposite side opens. Flex it. Armaments. Flame. Auto strike. Auto strike. Front blade, uppercut. Heavy blade. Well done, weakling. The giant mock claps while he riles up the crowd with exaggerated gestures. Golden confetti shower you. Time for the real challenge. Last battle left a small opening in the Colosseum's wall. You can easily escape through there. Everyone is distracted. Can you stay and fight? I want many rewards. Maybe I didn't want many rewards. Maybe this was a stupid idea. You can now train strength at rest sites up to 3 times. Potions always appear in combat rewards. Pain Fire Flex or Heavy Blade. Heavy Blade is just too expensive, man. Effective Strike is out damaging it. Fuck it. Maybe it'll be better if I have more of them. Smith double tap, flame flex, or perfected strike. Lifting. Flex, double strike. Uppercut costs 1 less energy for each time you lose HP this combat. I can upgrade Bash. I don't have enough HP for this. I'm definitely dying. attack heavy blade. I just get rid of this. Still have blood for blood. X. All strike. Blades with boomerang. That's a lot of damage. Fortunately, nothing I can do about it. Yeah. Went through both my revive potions. Another double to it. Small house, velvet choker. An energy at the start of your turn. Cannot play more than 6 cards per turn. Tiny house. Take the choker. To have a lot of high cost, one use cards. It's definitely the way to go. Spire. Hit that. Not great. Find yourself in a row, kill the tracks, that's too much. This potion's godlike, attack potion, or power potion. Fear potion, Timber's brew I don't like. Get a flame going. Blood potion, for 20% of your max HP. I'll take that over the power potion. So with boomerang, fire breathing, body slam. Nothing really there. What's here? Still no demon form anywhere. The membership. I think I start removing Double Trance. I don't have any curses, right? Yeah. Double Trance is just too cheap. I have a lot of mana now. I think I saved my gold for the next. So we're doing... Some of the forge isn't qualified. One of those. Sure. I'm not getting the cards I want. Centennial Puzzle. The first time you lose HP combat, with 3 cards, normal enemy combats are no longer encountered in question mark rooms. Is there anything else I don't want anymore? Get rid of the final defend. Take the Juicy bracelet. Lift. Strength does a lot. Tomb is the word red mask. Badly ornamented tomb can be seen on the other side of a floating path. On reaching the tomb, you notice a slot for gold coins with a scratched out inscription above it. Use all gold to obtain a red mask. I will move to all enemies at the start of combat. Not much gold. When it appears in the tomb outside a small red mask with a note attached. Take from others as I have taken from you. Find a smooth stone. Start each combat with 1 dex. Damn, I would break right there. If I didn't take the mask, I would have. I don't know if... Well, I wouldn't have. No fair. You, upon losing HP, loses that much strength until the end of turn. So... Dash, double tap, heavy blade. There's no chance I'm gonna like kill this thing. Some violence, I guess. Unlucky. Gonna die. This elixir, not one. Another double tap. Might be overloading. Navigating through the beyond, you discover a glowing tesseract spinning and shifting gently in the air. You touch it, a sharp pain flows through you, followed by vivid flashes of a distant memory. Whose memories are these? All of those cards are usually pretty decent. Take all 3. And a breed. Take dramatic entrance again. No. Flash of Steel is literally free. Chrysalis. Secret weapon. Discovery. Use one of 3 random cards to add into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Think it might be Discovery. Secret weapon is nice. Grab a heavy blade when I grab that. That's better. And a greed sucks. But here, a demonic creature towers above you, and spread wide as it howls with laughter. Dead bodies of tribes surround you, while the village is engulfed in terrible dark flames. The demon calls out, taunting you. You really are the strongest now. Laughter echoes forever. It seems like this sucks. Does double tap count as playing it twice? Replay card Trent had receives 10% more damage from attacks this time. When it gets to one. That heavy blade. Just barely. Blood fell at the start of each combat, healed 2 HP. Good memories, no thanks, no boomerang. But while walking and traversing through the chaos of the Spire, your thoughts suddenly begin to feel very real. Imaginings of monsters and riches beyond begin to manifest themselves into reality. The sensation is quickly fleeting. What do you do? Battle boss from Act 1 to obtain a rare relic. Create all cards and can no longer heal. Heal the full HP. Gain a curse. So the thing is, I kind of want the HP, so I can't rest there. This is like the final boss. I heal full. It's easy. I just gained the permanent strength. This is so good. Secret weapon, this not further. It's gotta be the last run though. Shit though. Next stream. I said at the start, inscription. Next week, Monday, same time. Till then, team, peace.